What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 6 match of the NCL's Obstroika, taking on Mike and the Tampere Haxorus. Real quick rundown on the team. If you haven't seen the team builder, this is what it looks like, and that's about all you're going to get. So here we go. Primarina does come, Fortress shows up, which is odd, no Megalodi, which I was kind of iffy on, no Gliscor, which I really over-prepped for, holy fuck. Terrakion did come, no Vileplume, and he brought the Mismag, so a couple things I wasn't necessarily expecting, but a couple things I was expecting. So Hoopa looks fine. I don't necessarily ever have to click Hyperspace Fury, I should say. I'm glad I brought the Buzzwole. I'm gonna try and lead jump and just get up rocks, I think, is the play. Vaporeon looks garbage. It's my Primarina answer. That's all it is. Hoopa's not gonna be able to break through this fortress very easily, I don't think. No, not at all. It's going to be very challenging to break that fortress, I think, if it's got Pain Split or something. Okay. So yeah, a couple things I wasn't expecting. I definitely over-prepped hard for the Gliscor, which I'm actually kind of shocked didn't come. But again, he might have been worried about Starmie. Megalodios, I was on the fence about in the team builder. Same with Vileplume, I was also on the fence about it. I'm glad to not see Floatzel, because it means Mega Diancie can maybe run shop later. Depending on the Primarina set, if he's AV, it would be quite problematic. If he's specs, he's getting two-shot. If he's AV, he's not getting two-shot. So that's sort of the trade-off there. So yeah, should be fun. Oh, I guess I never touched on his team. He could have brought the Terrakion, Gliscor, Fortress, Primarina, Miltank, Vileplume, Megalodios, Rotom-Heat, Weavile, Mismagius, and Floatzel. I wasn't expecting Fortress or Mismagius all that much. I was kind of on the fence about Mismag. It didn't look all that good, but it also didn't look all that bad. It was a nice way for him to break through Bronzong and Starmie. Okay, so he does just lead the Fortress, which is fine with me. I can just trade rocks here, question mark. Just need some chip on this for DNC to be able to kill it, so... Because obviously he'll have Sturdy. So how much is Chomp actually doing to this? My Garchomp. I mean, Earthquake's not doing that bad damage. Once I get my rocks up here. I'm just trying to punish the Rotom on switch in as well, because that thing's such a problem for me. Breaking these sashes as well would be nice. And I don't think Fortress can do that much to me besides get up hazards. Which will make my time switching into him a little bit more difficult, but the goal is to... I am rough skin, right? Yeah. So I can punish him a little bit if he tries to attack me as well. Just going to trade rocks, it's fine by me. Again, I'm just going to click Earthquake here, sort of scout out his set a little bit as well. While I'm at it, I can't Toxic a Steel type, unfortunately, otherwise I would click Toxic here. But Earthquake is fairly free. Fairly free, I should say. Dragon Claw is a little bit safer. If he wanted to go Mismag or Rotom. It is a little bit safer in those scenarios. I don't necessarily see why he would want to keep this around all that much, besides it being hard for me to break, unless he's got Pain Split on it, though. Sorry, it's just after breakfast, so I'm gonna have some tea. Getting a little bit cold. I've got like a heater thing, a really cool heater thing that my mom got me. It's like a little warming pad that just plugs into my extension cord, where well, a separate one for my computer, otherwise I would probably overload the circuit. But it does a better job when the tea is lower in the cup, because then it's lower to the warming pad, but it still keeps it warm. So I can sit here for hours on Saturday mornings and still have warm tea at the end of it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this season so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm trying not to stress too much about the record and whatnot. Now that we have 5 wins, we really only need to win 2 or 3 of our final 7 games to make playoffs. So I'm in a very low stress mode after winning the first 5. Obviously, I'd love to stay undefeated, but I'm not going to jinx myself either. 28, and he's going to Rapid Spin. So we're actually going to punish his Rapid Spin really well, which is good. 28. Yeah, that's fully Fizdef. I mean, I want Rocks up, so I'm going for Rocks again. 4.7 from Rapid Spin. It's about right, yeah. 0 attack. So again, that's fine. I'd rather end this exchange with Rocks up or the Fortress dead, because I might be able to get Rocks up later against something else, potentially. But I would definitely prefer to have Rocks up against him. I opted into Icy MZ over Electric MZ on the Rotom, which might be a big problem against the Primarina now that I'm looking at it. It was mainly to secure kills on Vileplume, Gliscor, and Latias, none of which came. So Electrium would definitely be better for the team that he brought, but I felt like Icium was better for the matchup. So I'm a little bit sad of that again. I severely over-prepped for that Gliscor. I must not have been thinking about it necessarily all that rationally, because it would have been nice to have something like Fire Punch on Buzzwole rather than Ice Punch right here. And I have double water, so he might have just been scared of bringing Gliscor for all those reasons and thought that Fortress was just a more reliable rocker. This does tell us that the Terrakion is likely not carrying rocks if the Fortress is carrying them, although we could have deduced that at the beginning. I'm going to have to scout out a Destiny Bond on Miss Magius at some point, I think. Although I do think he's a Scarfer. I think Miss Mag is the Scarfer. I think Terrakion's probably the Z user. If he's going to have one, it'll be Terrakion. And he might be a setup variant. So I'm a little bit sad that I don't have Roar on the Vaporeon. Pretty sure I don't pack Roar on this one. Yeah, I'm running Heal Bell instead. Which is honestly just a waste. Gigantic waste. He hasn't shown leftovers, so that makes me think that he's Custap. That really makes me think that he's Custap. Fortress. I can't have Buzzwole in against probably either Miss Magius, Primarina, or Rotom-Heat, so Buzzwole's gonna have to switch into Weavile and Terrakion, of course, that's the reason that it's here. But I really can't risk it against those Mons at all. Ice Punch is maybe a safer click early on in case he wants to go Miss Mag on the Drain, the very obvious Drain Punch against either Terrakion or Weavile. So I would probably make that read if given the opportunity. He's taking his sweet time to think about this, if he wants to switch or not, based on what I'm going for. Diancie's definitely my threat. It's definitely my biggest threat against his team. With Latias gone, Hoopa plays a very diminished role in terms of what it's going to accomplish this game. I can't outspeed something like Scarf Miss Magius either. And like I mentioned at the end of the team builder, if I click Hyperspace Fury, the Weavile is in a position to revenge kill me pretty easily. He could honestly go for Ice Shard or Pursuit, depending on what his options are there. Vaporeon, it was a bad bring. it was a bad bring, I think. I probably should have brought Amoonguss over Vaporeon, in total honesty, because both of them lose to Rotom anyways, but Amoonguss can at least handle the Primarina a little bit better than Vaporeon can. Oh well. Vaporeon was kind of designed to come as more of a blanket check to Mons like Weavile and Floatzel anyways. Toxic on it? I've got Toxic on it too, so it can kind of deal with Primarina to an extent. Wish Toxic and whatnot. If he's AV, can Vaporeon take it on? Because I know I can't take on a Specs variant. Like a Specs variant blows me back, but if he's Assault Vest instead, and he's got Energy Ball, then it's more reasonable that I can take it on. Is he there? Is he there right now? He hasn't sent a message. He hasn't sent any messages saying that he's not there. My game plan is basically to keep rocks up if I can, though. That's the game plan. Who's watching? Who's checking it out? Hamu, Marvin, Varvin. I don't know who shit is, unfortunately. Okay. It's not really a tough turn, though. I'm very confused as to why he thinks this is a tough turn. My priority is going to be rocks, is the idea, at the very least. Primarina, okay, if he's got rocks up on my side, Primarina it's a guaranteed 3-shot for Energy Ball, so I'd probably just have to sack Vaporeon to get a Toxic on it, which would be a lot more valuable than that tiny amount of Scald damage that I'm going to get against any variant of Primarina, because it's so specially defensive. I don't think this is that as tough of a turn as he's making it out to be. Like, if he's predicting Earthquake or whatever, then that's maybe a little bit of a different story. Oh, I just opened Corsair. Excuse me, I just opened Corsair for some reason. Oh, Jarrett Ball. Interesting. He was probably predicting... Probably predicting my Deancey. That is most likely what he was predicting there. Now, because of that, is he going to click Rapid Spin again? Can I get up rocks against anything else? Would he click Rapid Spin or Gyro Ball here? Can I give up health on Deancey against Fortress? No. Gyro Ball is going to kill regular Deancey. So even though HP Fire is like free, in quotes, it's not really free. I kind of want to make a play into Vaporeon. Okay, so his last move is probably Volt Switch. It's probably Volt Switch. And he's going to be slower than my Vaporeon, actually. So maybe that isn't my play. Maybe I EQ him into Custap range. Or he could be Explosion as the last move as well, actually. Which would really suck. He could be Explosion, or he could be Volt Switch. Because if I Earthquake again, he'll be in Custap range next turn. And then if he explodes, my Garchomp's dead. Because he might Rapid Spin this turn, and then my rocks would be gone, and my Garchomp's dead, and then I don't have rocks for the rest of the game. So a play I could make here is just going into Vaporeon and throwing up a Wish. Because I don't think he can do that much damage to me. He can't do much to me with Volt Switch anyways. And if it brings in Rotom, then maybe I just click Scald. I'm just Explosion doing. Okay, so there's the Rapid Spin. That's fine, actually. I'm actually going to throw up a Wish. Because I can maybe put Garchomp in a spot where it's a little bit healthier. My rocks being gone really sucks. I wish I had fire coverage on something for this, like Fire Fang on Garchomp rather than Dragon Claw. I wanted a way to hit the Gliscor, and I took off Poison Jab, which was a way to hit Primarina. Okay, so Primarina actually comes in. So that's interesting. That is really interesting to me. I'm clicking Toxic, to be honest. So he just went hard Prim. And he's definitely not Specs. 33% with Moonblast. Leads me to believe he's an Assault Vest variant. He's definitely Modest. He's most certainly Modest. I'm clicking Wish again. Moonblast. See, if he's AV, I feel like he would have Energy Ball. Like, he doesn't have a reason to not pack Energy Ball on this set. Probably Ice Beam, Psychic, or maybe not Ice Beam, but maybe Psychic, Moonblast, Scald, Energy Ball. Yeah, there's the Energy Ball. So 44. I mean, luckily for me, this means I get to wear this thing down, which is perfectly fine with me. Again, I mentioned in the team builder, he doesn't have any clerics. He's got no Wish Passers, and he actually didn't bring Miltank, which was his heal bell user, either. So this Primarina is going to get worn down to an extent, I should say, to an extent. So I'm gauging the skull damage here to see if he's max HP. Mike's a smart player, and so if I'm low, oh, he crit me. That's fine. At least I didn't die. 15% from Scald. Wait, what? So he's not Assault Vest. And he's not Leftovers. He might be Kebia Berry? Might be Kebia? Could be Kebia? So if that's the case, can max HP take 15%? No, max HP can't take 15%, so he's not max HP. So if he's like this variant, right? If he's this variant, Energy Ball has been doing, yeah, it's been doing about that. Is this worthwhile for anything? I mean, not really. Let's get some more damage. Alright, so Mike's a smart player. Mike's a smart player, and I think he's just going to kill me with Moonblast here. I think that's his best play, is just to kill me with Moonblast here. Yeah. But we killed the Primarina. We 1v1'd it with Vaporeon, which is solid. We take those, so we definitely take those. Now, offensively, Diancie looks amazing as my bring-in here. And so I think I'm going to do that. I was really scared of a Specs variant, and he didn't bring it. Okay, so he goes Weavile. Now, I'm actually worried about this thing having Metal Claw. So what I'm going to do is double into my Buzzwole and scout for that. And we'll be able to sort of see what set he is based on that. He also might be threatened out. Okay, so he actually is threatened out into the Fortress of all things. That's really interesting. That's actually really interesting. I don't think this can do much to my Buzzwole. I'm just going to click Drain Punch. 21. He's actually not in Custap range. He's HP Flying Buzzwole. Holy shit. Alright. That was his last move then. Okay, good to know. There's the HP Flying. Rapid Spin. And now he's in Custap range. And there's nothing I can do about that. He's not actually cussed at. He's not actually cussed at. Well, we're going to end in a scenario where I don't get rocks up, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just claim it. What item was he then? Oh, he could have been Akka. I was thinking about Custap the entire time, thinking he was Custap Explosion, but he didn't have, he didn't even have Explosion. That's fine. Garchomp's not really that useful. It's useful in a sense to get a Toxic off on the Rotom-Heat, but that's about it. If he brings in Terrakion here, I'm just going to click EQ. Actually, I might click Toxic. No, I'm going to click EQ. I'm going to click EQ, actually. That Fortress is one of the things stopping my Hoopa from just going a little bit ham against him. Everything else is full health, though, which sucks. And my Buzzwole and Garchomp are weakened. Deancy's taking some chip. I think he would bring in his Rotom on my Rotom. Seems like his best play. My Rotom's actually completely worthless at this stage of the game, and it was a really bad bring against what he brought. Okay, Weavile comes in. Weavile comes in. I kind of just want to sack this, honestly. Just in case he's SD. But if he's SD, don't I lose anyways? I think I do. Oh, he misses Crash. Wow. Okay. Missed Crash. But he went for it, which is something. I'm actually going to go Rotom. Took 37. And he's Life Orb. Okay, that's really good to know that he's Life Orb. Because I don't want rocks on my side either. Now, he might kill himself here, killing me. We violate Life Orb. Yeah, Knockoff's gonna kill me. If he goes for Knockoff, it's definitely gonna kill me here. But Rotom really doesn't serve that much of a purpose. So we're just trading lives here. It's fine. Back and forth, back and forth. Deancy's a lot safer of a bring-in now, I think. Scarf Terrak, I'm in range. He's not chipped. Hoopa might actually be the play. Hoopa might be the play. Just to click Zen Headbutt against whatever. Or maybe Chomp's the play, so I can click Toxic. I'm not sure. No, you know what? I'm going to go aggressive with this one. I went a little bit more defensively last time, and so I'm going to go aggressive with the Hoopa. How much is Mismag taking? Yeah, it's potentially going to die. Shadow Ball won't kill me. Does it get Signal Beam? It gets HP Bug, that's it. So he could actually opt to be HP Bug. He might opt to do that. Dazzling Gleam is maybe his best way to hit my Hoopa. It's not going to do that much. So I can definitely risk Zen Headbutt against that. Rotom-Heat. Zen Headbutt's going to two-shot it. He won't be able to kill me. He opts to go Terrakion, though. He opts to go Terrakion. Now, I kind of just want to risk it. And if he's Scarfed X-Scissor, then we see that. Man, I really think the Mismag Scarf. It's really between this or the Mismag being Scarfed. So this is kind of the play of the game here. Because if he's set up and I switch, then I'm fucked. But if he isn't scarfed, then I can kill him. I have a couple middle ground plays here, but you know what? I'm going to make the safe play. 15. That leads me to believe that he's Scarfed Buzzwole. Or, sorry, not Scarfed Buzzwole, Scarfed Tracheon. And so I'm going to play around that this game. Close Combat did 15.1. So he's actually, yeah, he's like Jolly Scarf. No boosting item, that's for sure. I'm going to click Roost. Okay, so Rotom comes in. It's fine. I'm a really healthy Buzzwole now. Now, Diancie does offensively threaten. I'm going to go Chomp and kind of sack off Chomp here. Rocks might be nice, getting a Toxic off might be nice, but I want to keep Buzzwole around for the Tracheon, knowing that it's Scarf now. And if I sack off Chomp here, then I can go Diancie. He might be HP Steel Rotom. There's a lot of things going through my mind in terms of what hidden powers these things might be. Obviously, the Rotom is not going to be HP Flying because he wants to hit my... he already hits Buzzwole with... Excuse me, with Overheat. He can actually kill me if I'm zero... If he's zero investment. Unless I was AV. But he might be HP... He might be teching the HP Steel for Diancie is something that I'm a little bit worried about. So we sort of scouted out his sets a little bit here. A tiny bit. Weavile being dead is really helpful to my endgame plan in terms of what I want to get done. And we can assume that that's Scarf Tracheon, which actually makes me believe that it's Nasty Plot Z, Miss Magius, after seeing that. I thought originally that it was going to be SDZ Terrakion, but now I think it's Nasty Plot Z, Miss Mag. Perfectly acceptable, of course. Loses to Hoopa, potentially. He's not going to have it. So the thing, right, is that he's not going to have a ton of bulk. So, like, Garchomp, if I was just max 333. Miss Magius. $232, so he's got 20 HP. Or, let's say 24 HP against Hoopa. 75% chance for me to kill. I will take that, honestly. I'll take that. Oh, he actually went Miss Mag. Interesting. Okay, so he's gonna opt to kill me here. It's fine. I'm clicking Zen here. I don't think that this is Scarfed. I really don't. Now I'm curious about what the Terrakion roll is against Scarf Terrak against Diancie. Oh, he swapped. 64. Please hit. This would be so nice to kill right here. Nice. Okay, well, we dealt with Primarina and Rotom really well. My god. Diancie. Against Scarf Close Combat. I may have to stay in regular form against that. It's a roll. So the thing is, right, it's a roll for my Moonblast to kill the Tracheon, but if I stay in regular form, I live the hit after another round of rocks, and if I get Mega, then I don't. So he's got some plays here. What he might end up doing is reading my Buzzwole. Going Terrakion, reading my Buzzwole, and switching into Miss Mag. It's definitely a play he could make. Diancie against Miss Magius. How much am I doing and how much am I taking? I'm taking quite a bit, but I am two-shotting him. See, because I'm tempted to just risk Hoopa here. But I'm also tempted, if he goes Terrakion, to go Buzzwole on the Terrakion again. And then click Ice Punch. Issue being, I don't have a double into the Miss Magius if he makes that play. So that would be a way that I could lose this game. If he goes Terrakion here, I go Buzzwole, on the switch and I lose because of that. But I also kind of don't want to just give up my Scarf Hoopa to the Terrakion. Like, that's not necessarily a play that I really want to make either, in case he does click Close Combat. Hoopa. My Hoopa set. Because we know he's not banded, and Close Combat will kill me from this range. It's definitely killing me from this range. So that's the question, is do I read his read, which is arguably his best way to win, catching me making the safe play? It's a tough call. It's a really tough call. And it could be seen as a throw if I stay in with Hoopa, and that's the case. Because if he doesn't double into Mismagius, then I lose my Hoopa, and I don't have a way to kill the Mismag anymore. Which would really suck. That would really suck. Because I'm confident I'm very confident that he is Scarf Terrakion. Now, if he goes Mismagius here, I am going to stay in and click Zen Headbutt, and that would be a gigantic... That would be a really bad play on his part, in my opinion. I think that would be probably the worst play that he could make, is going Mismag here. I think his better play is to go Terrakion and then play the mind game with me if he's going to double into Mismag or stay in. And what I think I'm going to do is make the safe play and go Buzzwole on the Terrakion and click Ice Punch. Click Ice Punch. So Mismagius, if he does have the Dazzling Gleam, it's fine, obviously. I may even just click Ice Punch and then go into DNC to scout for the Dazzling Gleam or the Shadow Ball or whatever he wants to click, right? I don't think he necessarily blows Z on that. If he does, then maybe I'm in a little bit of a worse position, but at the same time, it'll be chipped to a range where it's guaranteed to die from Zen Headbutt. So that's my game plan, right? He goes Terrakion here, I go Buzzwole, I click Ice Punch on his switch. Because even if the Terrakions get like Aerial Ace, Scarf Aerial Ace, it's still doing nothing. Oh, that's with the Koba. I don't have the Koba anymore, though. Yeah, it's still doing nothing. It's not going to two-shot me, especially after my Roost. If I hadn't Roosted, then it would have, but after my Roost, it's not going to two-shot me, right? 93.3. It's actually a roll to two-shot me after Rocks, huh, if he predicts it. Okay, so he goes Terrakion. My play is to go Buzzwole. If he reads the switch into Mismag and switches into Mismag, then that's bad, but I go DNC to Scout. And if he stays in, then I click Ice Punch. And he did stay in. So I'm clicking Ice Punch. I am 100% clicking Ice Punch. 46. I go DNC. I click Moonblast. Oh, he's Scarf Mismag. He's running dual Scarfers? Whoa. Maybe he's not Scarf Terrakion. Holy shit, that's bad. Oh no. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's not oh no. It's not oh no. He can't kill me. Whew. That's scary. Okay, so there's a way I lose this game if I'm going to calc the damage from Buzzwole. Ice Punch. 46. So yeah, that's about what you'd expect for no bulk, or in this case, about 24 HP. It was a little bit of a higher roll. Now, Hoopa-Unbound. Ice Punch will kill him. Ice Punch will kill him, and it'll still do damage to the Terrakion. I don't want to just lose, you know? I don't want to lose. I don't want to give the Terrakion a justified boost, so I can't lock myself into Fury. But if I miss Zen Headbutt, I'm in a position where I can lose this game, and that's why I'm tempted to just click Ice Punch here. Whew! This is a tough 50-50, man. Zen Headbutt could just win me the game if he doubles into Terrakion here for some reason. I don't know why he would when he's seen Zen Headbutt and he knows Zen Headbutt would kill. So my safer play is to click Ice Punch, sack off Hoopa, and then go Buzzwole against the Terrakion. That's my safer play. And I probably lose the game if he doubles into Terrakion on the Ice Punch, if we're being honest. But why would he do that? He has no reason to do that. He has no reason to sack it off like that. Oh, he's thinking too. He really doesn't have a reason to sack off Terrakion. Does he? He can't kill me here. But he can't kill my Buzzwole without the Mismag. We're going to be a little bit risky. I've played really safe this game, so I'm hoping that this will pay off and I won't miss the Zen Headbutt randomly at the end here. But he's in a position where he loses. Okay, so I'm actually really glad that I clicked Zen Headbutt there. Now the problem is that he can lock himself in a Dazzling Gleam and win. No, he can't. No, he cannot. He can if I take another round of rocks. Right? 63 would be 51. No, he can't. He's not modest. I don't think. That would be the only way he wins this game is if he's modest. 51.1. He'd have to get a high roll on me. Because there's a way that I can win this game 1-0 if he does lock himself into Dazzling Gleam here. Then I sack Buzzwole and win the game with Hyperspace Fury where I can't miss. Which might be the choke that he's playing on, 63. I'm at 62.6 actually. So I'll be at 50.6. I don't want to risk it. We hit. And we win the game 2-0. Wow, that was a really stressful one. I had a ton of fun playing that game. Oh my god. The threats in prep didn't show up, and the ones that I was extremely scared of, the Primarina and the Rotom-Heat, they didn't do anything in this game, really. Primarina 1v1 Vaporeon, but I was perfectly happy with that because I didn't think the Vaporeon was going to 1v1 it at all. And Rotom-Heat just died. It just dropped to Hoopa. It didn't do anything. It didn't even get off an attack. I was really scared of offensive Rotom-Heat against my team. It actually did nothing. I'm really pleased with how this game went. And we were still undefeated, man. 6-0 plus 21. Oh, man. GG's to Mike. GG's to Mike. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this match. This was a really fun one. It was a little bit long. There was a lot of turns where we had to think about stuff. A little bit more than a minute a turn for some of these. For some of these. And I risked it for the biscuit with the Zen Headbutt misses. I played fairly safe. So if there was ever a rematch, I think Mike would catch on to what I was doing pretty quickly, unfortunately, but let's just hope that we don't rematch him in playoffs again. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Next week we take on Hamu in the Helsinki Heat. He 6-0'd us last season. I'm looking for revenge, and apparently we're looking to stay undefeated as well as we head into the back half of the season with our best record to start a season ever.